What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today, I'm here to bring all of you the weekly manga chapter review of Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 68. So this chapter, way later than normal. Usually we have this chapter around a Sunday, a Friday, sometimes Sunday. Well, this time it came out on a Monday morning, but I guess it's better late than never. So with this chapter of Boku no Hero, we get some setup. We find out what type of arc we're getting into, and also we have a cliffhanger that just gives us all a massive middle finger. That cliffhanger of this chapter, that's a dick move. That's straight up a dick move, because you have it to where Shigaraki, he pops up, he starts talking, and Izuku meets him. And Shigaraki has his hand on Izuku's throat. And we know what Shigaraki can do. We saw what he did to Aizawa earlier on in the series. And to see Shigaraki having his hand on Izuku's throat, this can end quite badly. So, the chapter's cliffhanger is pretty damn bad. I highly doubt Izuku would die, of course, but, I mean, still, the entire situation is pretty bad, because, I mean, right now, Izuku is up against someone that is very dangerous, and can easily kill someone if he wanted to. So, a lot of questions, and I cannot wait to see how next week's chapter is going to be, because it's going to be some pretty hyped up shit. We're finally going to get to see the villains to make a move, get to see what they're going to be doing, and get to see, you know, where Shigaraki is going to go in this upcoming arc. So, besides that, however, the beginning part of this chapter, we get to see some introductions of some of our villains of the series, and I like how the mangaka of the series is actually doing this. I mean, it's not just focusing on our main heroes, like how we have the teachers getting fleshed out, or how we have the students getting fleshed out. It's not just focusing on that. We also get to see these villains getting their characterization on top of it. Makes it a very good, I guess, balance between both sides we get to see, because we constantly are swapping back and forth between, like, the villains and then the heroes, and seeing these villains have communication between each other, and how they're talking, or, you know, how they're introducing themselves. It's pretty cool, especially with finding out more about that female villain, you know, the chick that was crazy, like, she's going around killing people. We get to see what type of personality she has, and then we come to find out about the other dude that has, like, weird scars all over him, like burn marks. He looks like he might be pretty damn dangerous. I feel like he might be someone that if he touches you, he could probably make you explode or something. That's the way he looks to me, especially with the way he was trying to touch Shigaraki when he had his hands going at him, but how Shigaraki was going to do it too. I feel like that dude's ability works in the way of however he touches someone, kind of how Shigaraki is. Like, if he touches you, he can kind of like age you, or, you know, deconstruct your body, or, you know, how it is. So, one or the other, I feel like that dude has like a very similar ability, maybe not, you know, aging you, but being able to burn you or make you explode on touch. Now, moving over into the middle half of the chapter. The middle half, however, pretty simple, straightforward. We get to see the aftermath of the last arc and how everybody's kind of dealing with what happened, but also one major thing we want to look at is Ochako and Izuku's relationship status at the moment. As we know, last chapter, we had it to where Ochako, she got embarrassed because you had it to where Mr. Naval Boy, he mentions how maybe Ochako has a crush or loves Izuku. And in this chapter, you have it to where she remembers what he said, and when she gets embarrassed, she blushes, and then she runs off. Which is a pretty funny moment, because, I mean, it's like the mangaka's trying to hint at a possible romantic relationship, which is very strange, because when you think of a manga, like a shonen, when we have these couples or, you know, being introduced and stuff that's possibly shipping pairs, you don't usually get, like, confirmation or, you know, a confirm on who is in love with who, and if Izuku also shows that he has feelings for Ochako as well, and Ochako shows him as well, that's gonna be pretty crazy. Like, that's some serious progression with a romantic relationship in this series, if that happens. Now, I know Boku no Hero Academia, it's not a series that we should really focus in on the ships and stuff, but I just wanted to point that out, because it's been very apparent for the past two chapters, and I had to mention it because it is something now that's starting to be a major part of the series, because you have Ochako starting to run away. She's not wanting to look at, you know, Izuku, because she's getting embarrassed looking at him. So, at this moment, though, we come to find out the repercussions of failing. For instance, if you failed taking down the teachers, Well, you're not really punished in a sense to where you can't go on the trip that everybody else is going on. You're punished to where you have extra work on this trip. For instance, you're going to be training. It's like a boot camp. That's what we find out. Aizawa lets us know that what they're doing right now, it's like a boot camp to where they're trying to get stronger, probably to be able to use their quirks a lot more. And I noticed, once again, we're going through another training arc, which it's pretty crazy to see all these different training arcs that we've been getting constantly throughout Boku no Hero Academia. And then, I don't think it'll be the exact copy of a training arc, though, because you have it to where at the end, Shigaraki pops up and, he puts his hand around, Izuku. Maybe he might kidnap him or something. That is a possibility. I mean, what if Izuku gets kidnapped, actually, by Shigaraki? Holy shit. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.